Hello. Today I thought we'd look at another Xero pitfall where you need to be a little bit careful about what you're posting and where when you do your bank reconciliation. So today I'm going to have a little bit of a look at corporation tax. Again, I'm in the demo company, so don't worry, this isn't anybody's real data. And we have a company here that has a corporation tax bill of £4,130.98, which they have actually paid, but you wouldn't know that they paid it because the person doing this one has posted it to the wrong place. So I'm going to really briefly go accounting techie, and I'm going to show you the chart of accounts. If you want to find it, that sits lurking underneath the accounting menu. And if I search on corporation, let's see if my spelling's up to the job, then you'll see there's two different options which are available to you when you're posting your payment to the taxman. One of those is corporation tax, which says that it's an overhead, and the other one is provision for corporation tax, and this one's the current liability. And the difference between those two is that the overhead actually shows up on your profit and loss account, whereas the current liability doesn't. It's hidden away on your balance sheet. So if I go back to my balance sheet, which is where we started, we can see here this company still apparently owes 4,130 quid in corporation tax. And actually it all looks a bit depressing because they've made a loss in the current year. So I'm going to go and have a look now at how that looks on the profit and loss. As it happens, they've paid their corporation tax, so the money has gone out of the bank, but they've posted it to this P&L account. So this one here, 500 corporation tax, which is an overhead. So it shows on here that they've got an expense in the year of £4,130 on corporation tax, which isn't correct because this relates to last year and it's already been shown as an expense in last year. And what this has done is turned the small profit in the company into a £2,000 and something loss, which is not really what we want. So if instead, when they'd worked through the bank reconciliation, seen the tax payment made out of the bank, they'd gone, aha, let's post it to the provision for corporation tax, that would have looked a bit different. So here's one I prepared earlier. And we can see that in this one, that's what's happened. It's been posted to the provision for corporation tax, and there is no liability showing down the bottom here. And if we look at their profit and loss, there's no corporation tax expense here. So you can see they have actually made a profit of nearly £2,000 for that first quarter of the year. So that is something to be quite careful of. I think when you're trying to run a small business and you can't rely on whether or not the profit number is realistic, then it makes things very, very hard for you. Also, if you were trying to get this company clearly hasn't got a lot of spare kind of stuff going on. If you were running this company and you were trying to get maybe a bank loan and you send over management accounts information over to the bank or the other funding partner to try and get some money, if you send them this version, it looks really doom and gloom and they're very unlikely to lend you money. If you send this version, then it's not brilliant, but there is a profit in the current year. So maybe it shows that you're in the process of turning things around, even though there was a loss last year. So if you post things like the corporation tax in the wrong place, so effectively it's been double counted, then that can make things look unnecessarily negative, which is depressing when you're running a business. Nobody wants to have bad news that's not correct. And could also make it quite difficult for you to obtain loan funding. So that's my handy hint for the day. Try and make sure that when you're posting things like corporation tax, you know where it needs to go. If it's something where it's already been recorded last year, then you want to put it to that current liability account, the provision for corporation tax. All a bit accounting techie, I know. If you have any problems with it, then why not drop us a line?